man. Cool.
And you Troy, right?
That's right. Yeah.
That's all right. Good deal. Good deal, man. But yeah, man, y'all out of California, right?
California. That's right. Yourself, Louisiana, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Louisiana. All right. How's it looking in Louisiana right now?
Right now, it's looking like we are in Boca Raton, Florida. Last week, it looked like we was in the Siberian tundra.
Ooh. So it's not normal out there right now. It's a little insane.
Yeah. Literally 6 days ago, it was 10 degrees, about two feet of snow. Now we at 78 degrees, pleasant. You know, you want to sort of kind of get your shorts set out. I mean, you know, it's crazy.
Man, you know what? And we take it for granted out here in California. It's like summer every day out here. You know, we just wake up, we go to the beach, it's no problem. And out there, you're like, man, it's a whole other method of operation.
Well, we don't know. We got rain coming Friday and Saturday, and then they say a little bit more snow coming Monday.
Oh man, so you got to prepare for that, man. You got to prepare ahead of time. I know. I lived in Massachusetts, so it was on the east side, and same here, man. You know, the snow, you got to get the snow. You got to wake up 2 hours earlier just to get the snow off your car and stuff. And you know what I mean? And then your cars just don't even last as long, man. You know, you start getting rust and whatnot. It's just a whole other way of living, man. All right, well, let's get into it, man. Let's get into the show.
Let's make it happen.
All right, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm here with Coach DJ Davis. He's a motivator. He's a speaker. He's an author of a book called 100 Yards Away. Take it from here, Coach.
Hey, man. Yeah, I appreciate you guys allowing us to be on today. You know, me and my team, we really excited. You know, like you mentioned, I'm an educator. I've been in education for right now almost 11 years. Have about 25 years of experience working with young people, you know, whether it's coaching them in football and or just mentoring them. I'm a 2-time published author right now. As you mentioned, we're promoting my current, what we call a motivational devotional. It's pretty much it's 100 yards to go. And what it is, it's 100 of my own personal Facebook posts that I, you know, during the pandemic, we had like so much downtime, you know, because we really couldn't hardly go anywhere. And so I used that time to go back and look at all of my Facebook posts from like 5 years in a row. And I started noticing there were some trends and there was some ones that sort of kind of stood out. So what I did, Troy, is I grabbed those that stood out to me. And instead of me having to look for them all over the place, I thought, hey, it'd be a good idea if I can bring them all into one area. And so we created a motivational devotional, which is subtitled 100 Facebook posts that we believe can encourage anybody, especially if you're a former athlete.
100 yards away, 100 quotes that can inspire somebody, especially an athlete.
Say it again.
That's 100 yards away. You said 100 quotes that can inspire anybody, including an athlete.
That's it. Yep.
That's really interesting that you say that, because you know what, when we document on Facebook and things like that, you know, that's like a journal right there. We keep track of a lot of things. I've never done that myself, but I think if I were to go back, I would definitely be able to see moments in time where things, you know, big steps, leaps in mankind and whatnot. And that sounds like a really awesome book and something people should pick up.
Yeah, I would highly encourage anybody, especially if you have any footprint in social media. Like you said, you know, I looked at some of you guys, things that you guys been doing, and I would definitely take some time to go back and just pretty much, it's almost like an anthology. You know, here's what happened in this year, and just pull it all together. So now you have one area where people can come and enjoy your insight. And so right now we're on Amazon. You just type in 100 yards to go and I'll pop up and you can order from there.
All right, Coach. Well, hey, that sounds real good, man. And you know what? I feel the energy. I feel the positivity. I feel the motivation. Can I ask you where this came from? Were you always this motivated? Were you born and raised just this motivated, this fired up to keep going and just to make things happen? Or how did we get there?
I think so. You know, one good thing about, you know, my upbringing, you know, it wasn't, you know, all bad and it wasn't perfect, but I think I spent a lot of time around positive people. My grandmother being one, you know, I had my mom and just, you know, some of my, you know, big cousins who always had good positive things to say. And when I first started, my first time ever getting a chance to play football, was the real experience at 11 years old, being able to experience what it's like to be around positive coaches and team. And I took a lot of that, and I've taken a lot of that with me through my current journey as a inspirer, or what I like to call a transformationalist.
You know, a lot of people, when they get into that world, they dive into a team, a sports environment, you know, they kind of either they connect or they deflect, because they either can connect with the team or they can't. And you got to build that team-based mentality through the doing with the team, all those hard moments, all that stuff. And, you know, sometimes people think they could do it on their own, but I disagree. I think you need that team, and I think you need to adapt to that team. And it sounds like you read that right away, and you saw that right away.
Yeah, we one of the things that we try to promote, Troy, is that you know, it's always, you want to bring people along with you. I mean, you know, it's cool. Some things you have to do on your own. Some life experiences you got to be able to go through on your own. But for the majority of the time, you should always want to be able to bring somebody along with you. So not only can you share those experiences, but at the same time, it's just better when you win, when you're winning with somebody else. You know, you're like you said, your team. You know, you could easily probably have all this stuff you're doing set up on your own, but imagine winning and having success with the people in the background and people you consult with, your partner, or whatever the case may be.
Right. Absolutely. And just to add on to that, I think that there's a lot to say to be a one-man army. Absolutely. If you can put out a lot just on your own, you're an asset. I like to think that, you know, our friends, you know, they bring a lot of great things to us, but we don't use people, but our friends are assets in the sense that they're really valuable to have. A good friend doesn't come by pretty easy. You know, we have, doesn't come by easy. So I would say one of the greatest assets I have is some of my best friends. And I see that. And that's what I'm just feeling as I talk with you when you say all these things, you know?
Yeah. One thing that I'm part of a fraternity, the Omega Psi Phi fraternity incorporated, which a lot of people may recognize that fraternity as the Qs or the Bros or the Atomic Dogs. But at any rate, one of our key essential things we learned is that friendship is essential to the soul. And so I even before I got into the fraternity, I really believe what you said is how important friendship is. And so once I became part of that fraternity, they instilled that in us, that friendship is definitely essential to the soul.
That's amazing. That is amazing. And so you've got that all in the book. That's what we can find in the book. That's what the content contains, right? I'm sure that you intertwine all of these things we're talking about right in the book. And so let's take a few steps back. So how did we get to the point where you said, you know what, I'm going to write this book down, I'm going to put it out, and I'm going to spread the word. You know, I think that this is something, did you see that you were thinking in a way that you were beginning to operate, or notice behavior patterns that you said, you know, if we cut this off, we do a little bit less of this, a little bit more of this, we might be in a better place. You know, what how do we get there?
Well, we started there, Troy, honestly, probably back around 2013, 14, when I published my a memoir that was basically built around my first year as a middle school educator. And so I knew once I published that book back in 2014, I knew that, you know what, if I could do it once, I could do it again. And that's pretty much what I try to teach a lot of people and instill in a lot of people, is that if it can be done once, it can be done 10 times. It can be done 50 times. And so now, once I got over that first hurdle of publishing my first book called Just Run the Play, then I knew at some point the second book was going to come. It was just so happened that it came right at the front end of the pandemic, because I had a lot of creative time on my hand. You know, being a full-time educator, they shut the schools down completely. So, I mean, literally, I had all day and all night and all week and all month for almost 2 months to use them creative juices to create that my second book.
Well, it sounds like you utilize that time real wisely, man, real wisely, and big respects to you for doing that, because not only were you always teaching, you were always putting out wisdom, but you said, if I got to be home, I'm going to put out wisdom in written form.
Right,
Man,
right.
Always putting it out there. And, that's amazing. That's really inspirational, Coach.
Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate the time and energy you guys are providing, allowing people like myself to get a chance to express our creative thoughts and ideas. And so big ups to you and your team.
Hey, likewise to you. Thank you for coming on and speaking these words, because everything you're saying, I think people are going to identify with, and they're going to like it. They're going to love it. This is not easy. And a lot of us have things we want to do, and we have those hurdles, and the hurdle is what takes the longest time for somebody to get over. And it's unfortunate when you see some people never go over that hurdle. It's really sad, because you see a lot of people in there. You're like, yeah, man, the idea is great. Just do it. I can't grab your hand and do it for you. Just it might be the best idea ever, man. So do it. And it sounds like you not only did the first book, you did the second book, and that's a big ups to you, because a lot of people do that first one, and you get the negative feedback. Maybe it's not as much as a hit. Maybe you see your stuff on paper and it's out there, and you're like, man, I don't know if I want to put myself out there. But, again, a second time, you did that, and that is, that's amazing. And you put it out there.
It's a big deal. Matter of fact, a lot of your fans that are watching, they just want to sort of kind of see what it looks like when they go online. It says, like I say, 100 yards to go. And I mean, it's a real easy read.
Beautiful cover. That's a very nice cover.
Appreciate it. I sent that off to a team, and they put it all together for me. I just had to just let them know sort of kind of what I wanted, man. They did a great job. Anthony Joyner, he's my book consultant out of Atlanta, Georgia. Him and his team got together, and we were all working together to come up with a great project.
Well, it looks like that's exactly what you guys got, Coach. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. How can we find you on social?
I'm on Instagram @DJ Davis _, which is the Instagram page. And if you want to find me on Facebook, just type in DJ Davis, or you can actually hashtag 100 yards to go, and it'll connect you to everything we're doing and everything we've been doing over the past few months.
Awesome. So they could jump on that and be connected right away from there.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me, Coach. And where can we find the book? Is it available in audio form? Where do we get the book?
The book is available right now. You can go to Amazon.com, paperback. And you can also go to, for those who shop Barnes & Noble, it's also Barnes & Noble online. And that's just pretty much going into your search site and just typing in 100, the number 100 yards, TO2 and GO, and it'll pop up. And like I said, it'll be at your house within 3 days. Usually everybody who's ordered say it gets there about 3 days.
Okay, well, that all sounds good to me, Coach. Well, thank you for being on, Coach. Real inspiration. It's been real honor to speak with you and just hear you put that out there, man. It's real inspiration.
Hey, big ups, man. Like I say, Troy, man, pleasure meeting you. I've watched what you guys have been doing from the podcast perspective, and I can see a lot of things happening. I'm just glad to be a part of it.
If you ever have anything come out, Coach, we're here to talk, and we're here to help put it out and spread the word, because you're a great guest and you're a great person to speak with. So I'm happy that I got to meet with you and chat with you, and let's see if we reconnect in the future. But for now, 100 yards away, Coach DJ Davis. He's a motivator. He's a speaker. He's an author. He's an inspiration, you guys. Check him out.
Appreciate it. Salute.
All right, Coach.
Big deal, bro. Big deal. I appreciate it. Hey, we'll make it work.
Make it work, Coach. All right, man. Well, that was a really good episode, and that was a really good talk.
All right. Let me know when it's ready, and then I'll make sure that I get all my people to link up on you guys' page, and we'll go from there. Get us some more followers connected to what you guys are doing.
Yeah, sounds good to me, Coach. We got a lot of episodes we're sitting on. We got a lot that everybody's like, wait, when's it coming out? And we're trying to figure out, either put out a bunch so that the timeliness is appropriate, or spread them out. But we right now we're thinking we might just, as of right now, I don't want to put it out there too soon. Pesci says, you say it too soon, you shoot yourself in the foot before the marathon.
I understand, man. Like I say, y'all edited to do y'all thing, and I'll be waiting to promote whenever y'all ready.
Sounds good, Coach. All right. Well, that was a great talk with you, man, and it was great to meet with you.
All right. Peace.
All right, man. Take care.
All right.